CT203 was popping. Shout out to, Haven, Connecticut was popping. Top of the morning. Good morning. I got my cup of tea in the building. Normally I be, I love wife. Wifey definitely hooked the kid up. Got me my favorite logo, New York Mets. You heard? Um, what's popping? Party people was goody, man. Top of the morning. Where I'm at is like, hold on, let's see how cold it is. Um, I get used to this technology, man. Definitely gotta get used to this technology. But I'm getting it, party people. Where I'm at is 47 degrees. You heard? It's definitely 47 degrees, St. Louis, Missouri. It's 47 degrees. What happened last night in the Loop? Because I can't talk about what happened in New York. I can only tell what happened in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis news. There you go. All right, what's going on? What's going on out here? Yesterday a car rammed into D.C. and they it's in Washington D.C. yesterday. Authorities said the attack Friday didn't appear to be related to terrorism. This happened in D.C. though. A Capitol Police officer has died after a man rammed a car into two officers at a barricade outside the U.S. Capitol. And then emerged wielding a knife. It was the second line of duty death this year. It was the second line of duty death this year for a department still struggling to heal from the January 6th insurrection. Video shows the driver of the crash car emerging with a knife in his hands and starting to run at the pair of officers. Capitol Police Acting Chief Uganda Pittman told reporters Friday authorities shot the suspect who died at the hospital. This time they shooting. So they Washington D.C. is looking like the Kremlin right now. You know what I'm saying? They got 1,000 army servicemen, and then they got the feds out. Because ever since the insurrection, they're a little bit more on point. I would ask that the public continue to keep the U.S. Capitol Police and their families in their prayers. Pittman said, this has been an extremely difficult time for U.S. Capitol Police after the events of January 6th and now the events that have occurred here today. Police identified the slain officer as William Billy Evans, an 18-year veteran who was a member of the department's first response unit. Two law enforcement officials told the Associated Press that the investigators initially believed the suspect stabbed one of the officers, but it was later unclear whether the knife actually made contact, in part because the vehicle struck the officers with such force. The officials were not authorized to publicly discuss the investigation and spoke on condition of immunity in the building. Law enforcement officials identified the suspect as 25-year-old Noah Green. Investigators was digging into his background and examining whether he had mental health history as they tried to discern a motive. They were also working to obtain warrants to access his online accounts. Pittman said Pittman said the suspect did not appear to have been on the police radar, but the attack underscored that the building and campus and the officers was charged with protecting them remain potential targets for violence. Green described himself as a follower of the Nation of Islam and his funder Louis Farrakhan, and spoke of going through a difficult time where he leaned on faith, according to recent messages posted online that have since been taken down. The messages was captured by the group site, which tracks online activity. To be honest, these past few years have been tough, and these past few months have been tougher, he wrote. I have tried with some of the biggest inimaginable tests of my life. I am currently now unemployed after I left my job due to afflictions, but ultimately in search of a spiritual journey. So basically, the guy that crashed into the offices in the Capitol, they saying he's part of the Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying? And again, people go through things, man, and we don't want to we don't want to target groups, like, you know what I'm saying. And this is what happens. People be a part of certain things, certain situations, and they try to tie in the situation because then you're gonna have some reporter that's gonna do an all out report on the FOY, the NOY, the nation is the NOY, the Nation of Islam, my bad. And then they're gonna try to put together a crazy narrative. You know what I'm saying? Where a guy was just stressed out, didn't care, and went to DC for who knows what reason and did what he did, man. You know, you got people that do it. You see what just happened in it was like Colorado in the supermarket, somebody stressed out and that situation happened, man. You know, stress and mental health, man. Like I said, man, this mental health thing is we never know somebody's crazy or they do something crazy until they finally snap. People do snap, man. People do lose their mind. People, there's some point in people's life where they do lose their mind. And, you know, sometimes you're back up against the wall. You know, this COVID thing got people, a lot of people caught up, man. You know, bad enough there's limited jobs in America. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people lost businesses. You know, these stimulus checks is really helping some people, even though we may see a lot of TVs fly off the shelf. But these stimulus checks really do help a lot of people, man, because a lot of people that's out of work, man. It's a lot of people out of work because of this COVID thing. And some people, you know, some of these jobs, because they're in the need to make cuts, they're a little more petty on paying attention to the rules and the guidelines, the call-offs, because they're trying to, remember, in business, they're trying to make a profit. So if you call in a lot, but they didn't pay no mind 8 months ago, but now you call in and now they're like, nah, boom, 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 it's because it's all about the buck. And when you unemployed, man, you know, we all been there before. When I'm back against the wall, man, everybody don't think, wait, we might think like, well, why he ain't pick a gun up and throw it in the bank? Because some dudes aren't going that route, man. And, you know, he gave his life to Allah. You know what I'm saying? He whatever he was going through, he was ready to meet his maker. The George Floyd thing, man. This is turning into the people of Minnesota versus George Floyd character. Again, that's where we mess up at. We get caught up in the character. We get caught up in that. We get caught up in that. Yo, CTTO3 was popping. Salute. Top of the morning, man. W top of the morning, Bully Hard, you heard? Ammon was popping. American Links was goody. We get caught up, you know what I'm saying? Kim Figueroa was popping. We get caught up in that. That's right up our lane. Character, oh, he dope. He did it. We get caught up in that, man. We get so caught up in that, man. And they know that that's the power that they have over us, is that we get caught up in that. So they knew with that jury, or some minorities over there, we're going to go up the character, because they know there's a fraction of us that we middle and high income, we judge each other. We judge each other with no money. So just imagine a person of color that got some money, you know what I'm saying, that moves out the neighborhoods, that go, well, I don't want drugs here. And they look at it like, well, my uncle was smoking crack, he stole my mother's TV, or you know what I'm saying? Because we see that firsthand. They see it, but we see it firsthand. When you have nothing, you have an uncle that smoked crack, and he steals your jacket. He beats his mom and stuff. Takes a pocketbook to go get high. We see this. So when you get out the hood, you begin to go, you know what? I hate those type of people. So now this is the picture they're trying to paint, man. They're trying to paint this picture where he's just a bad guy. He's a drug addict. Why should we convict a cop for a junkie? That's what they're trying to do, man. And this is just our reality, man. Because we train the people. We train them. We train the people. Listen, I live in St. Louis, right? But I live in the city of St. Louis. but I don't live in the part of the city of St. Louis you think I live in. Two different worlds, man. You know what I'm saying? The world I live in, they walk around with dogs, they jog all day, they ride their bikes, they walk around with no worries. You go 5 blocks down, and people got worries by Delmar and all that. You know what I'm saying? This is just reality. Same thing in New York, and this is our reality. Let's start getting with the program. Let's think before we react to see something that's crazy. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into both topics. The reason why I have to get into this for because it's like I said, I don't want to sit here and talk about rappers. I get none of that. Definitely shout out to Punch. I see what Punch is doing. Get into Punch. Punch is on IG. He's back. He's been doing these segments. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? Get in tune with Punch, man. Because he follow the rap stuff. He's really into the rap stuff. He's really he's in the mix. Not in the mix. He's in the mix of trying to get to the bag. So he understand that young culture. Just like we had a culture in the street, it's a young culture. No matter how much, see, we hate it because that's not our culture. But this is the culture in the street. This is the culture. We don't hang out, so we don't know, right? Until you hang out with these young boys to see what they do. These young boys is popping these perks. They popping these mollies. This is what they do. They got spots they call Molly Mansions. That's what they doing. Is that we don't do it. So we like, nah, my ever we was getting money. These dudes getting high 80% of the time they got a gun. Like I told my man this morning, I said, yo, it's more guns on the street than anything else, bro. I think we'd have been just like these young boys if we had all the guns they got on the street. You know what I'm saying? So the guns is what's bringing a lot of violence because a lot of dudes are catching emotional killings, accident killings, there's a lot of robberies, and the drug addiction is kicking in. Remember, the drugs they taking, 90% of the drugs that these dudes are taking are legal drugs. You know what I'm saying? Perks, oxys. Some dudes is popping crystal meth in the hood, them crystal meth pills, right? Fentanyl. You don't even know if you're really taking fentanyl. Because remember, you don't got real chemists. You got dudes putting together a pill and hitting you with it. Are you going to a chemist to get this? No, man. So you have to be very mindful, man, of what we put out there, the energy that we put out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, nobody's perfect, bro. But we have to get to the point where we have to learn to keep some things on the inside. That's what we do a lot. We do a lot of porchichettos. We do a lot of that, porchichettos. We do a whole lot of that, man. We do a hell of a lot of that. Like I told you, I moved a guy one time, right? Jewish guy. He was actually a councilman in the Bronx. He was in the Pelham Bay area. I remember it was the Pelham Bay area. He was subletting a condo he had over there, right there in Pelham Bay. And I seen all the pictures. He was President Clinton, President Clinton. He's with everybody. He's in Mad Flicks. And they gave him a citation, an award. So I'm reading the citation because he does a lot for the LGBTQ community. So I'm like, oh, I'm reading it because I'm moving somebody. And I was looking. And as I'm reading this, it goes, we like to congratulate him and, him. And we also like to congratulate his temple that he goes to, Jewish temple. It's a temple that's a LGBTQ temple for Jews. And when I read that, I said, you know what's crazy? With all the power that the Jews have in the media, they never denounce that there's a fraction of the Jewish community that have their own synagogues that's catered to that lifestyle. But if you go on public land, if you're somebody, a public figure, and you start talking about how you feel about the LGBTQ community, you will lose your job. You see what happened with Nick Cannon and all of them. Everybody that get on here talking about how they feel about the LGBTQ community, they get shunned. That's how you stick together. We go through what we go through in-house. We don't go public with it. We don't go crazy with it. We don't out it out. See, a lot of y'all probably didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people behind the rainbow is a part of that. That rainbow is a $1 trillion industry. It's a worldwide thing. That rainbow that we see. So just keep that in mind, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who's who. We don't know what synagogues were synagogue. They all dress the same, right? They all look the same to us. He a landlord. He might be this, he be that. They don't give too much of their own information out there. So what I'm trying to say is, man, let's practice keeping certain things away from the hard press. Now, is nothing wrong with disciplining somebody for doing something wrong? Yeah, but you do that behind closed doors. Like I told you, the people that's watching us, 80% of them is not from where we're from. They're watching these shows and they're going, what? Remember, these people work every day. The average person, I be noticing that when I do a show, yo, I'm at work. Most people that work vote. People that work, they have opinions. People that work go on juries. Yes, Winston Miller, it's a fact. So now they going, well, I'm not from the ghetto. I'm from a small town over here, but look at these guys. They show the rest of their friends. So out of 10 guys, they sitting there going, that one might be a DA, one might be a cop. That's why I know. They sit around and go, that's why I know. That's why I treat them the way I treat them when they come through here. Look, here these stories. He takes pride in cutting people. He takes pride in doing this. Look, he's that. Look what he just said. I'm right. We're promoting. They give us a chance to shine and we're promoting. We're promoting how America should look at us. Somebody please tell me where I'm wrong at. Please. Please, somebody tell me, please somebody tell me where I'm wrong at, right? I did a show yesterday, right? That's why I feel the way I feel. I got too many real dead homies. I don't have my uncle died, my cousin died, 2 people. I got real dead homies that was on the front lines with me. Dudes that was really in the street. Dudes that was serious about their craft. What comes with the craft is death. Then you had some dudes that was able to transition out of that. I got you. Well, thank you. That definitely. See, I like that. Thank you for you know what I'm saying, for even letting me know that, bro. Even though, you know what I'm saying, that's what that's a process. This is what we do, man. We supposed to help each other, bro. Yo, the hat daddy. That's what we supposed to do. Not help each other like that, but I mean like that. Like, yo, if you see me doing something wrong, you supposed to go, yo, son, chill. We don't have that conduct, bro. One thing I'm gonna say, I never seen 2 Jews argue with each other. I'm pretty sure they got these beefs over bad business or business and this and the third, but they don't do it in front of us. They'll rather everybody go home for the rest of the day, and they handle a lot of their differences in the synagogue. We, the world, got to know what we doing, bro. So of course, that will always be the winning edge. Like I told you, it's not the state of New York, the state of Minnesota versus that cop. It's the state of Minnesota versus George Floyd character. And now I got to convince people that, okay, she has a middle income job, so I have to convince her that he's the guy that might snatch your grandmother's pocketbook. He's the guy that might break into your car. He's the guy that might carjack you because he has a drug habit. Because, you know, we read the newspaper and we see there's an opiate crisis, and most of these guys is doing all these weird crimes. It's because they have these opiate addictions. So we have to change that, man. You see how Johnny Cochran won OJ? OJ would have blew if he didn't have Johnny Cochran. Johnny Cochran turned it from a state of California versus OJ Simpson to state of California versus LAPD. And that's how he won. Now, you understand what I'm saying? He started breaking down the racism and this cop and it wasn't so much the racism of the cop being racist, the illegal things that he was doing that the people couldn't overlook. Like, he's just a dirty cop. You know what I'm saying? He's just a dirty dude, man. We just can't, you know what I'm saying? And because you have to break down somebody's belief that law enforcement is here to protect and serve. It's crazy. I'm not a lawyer. I have a cousin who's a lawyer. I have a bunch of professional cousins. I got a cousin that's He's a real estate lawyer. I spoke to him the other day. I have another cousin who's a doctor who's 2 years older than me. He's from the over me is Harlem. Another cousin, he's a manager for Progressive Insurance. He's been there for like 20 something years. I got a cousin that go to UCLA. We used to talk about that. They came to come see me on my birthday. We actually spoke about that. Like, yo, who'd have thought? We used to watch UCLA play on CBS, you know, basketball, March Madness. Who'd have thought that one of your kids would have went there, bro? That's a far cry from the projects, man. Top of the morning. Now, the reason why I did I'm doing this show this morning because we need some of this fruitation, we need some of this flavor. The difference between gangs and family, right? I want to ask you a question, man. I think a lot of us put gang over family, man. I truly believe that. I truly believe a lot of us put gang over family. And even on the internet, on the positive note, exactly. And even on the internet, we do the same thing. We do the same thing, bro. There's no reason why you're on the internet, right? Gang. You can talk whatever you want to talk gang to, whatever deals with the gang, and some dudes do whatever you can do with gang, you get away with is good. But when you start involving the civilians, you don't think that's disgusting, man? Y'all don't think, even if you're talking about somebody's jail situation, okay, that's jail, but you know what I'm saying? That's just a street thing. You don't think it's disgusting when y'all start bringing up, you know, situations that may cause friction in somebody's household? Anti-smokers in the building, man. And what I mean by that is, I don't think y'all be mindful of that. So it's like, why would you dedicate? What I mean about the gang is, what happens with the loyalty to the gang is when you out here ready to kill and kill for the cause, your aunt was popping. And then oh shit, hold on. I didn't realize that, man. You ready to kill for the cause, and then what happens? You online arguing with. I'm gonna use this as a space. I don't think family business should be bought online. I really don't believe that. I believe that you should have a line with that, right? In the streets, right? Your job is to protect your family. That's your job. Mother, wife, kids, whatever. You protect them. You don't open. There's nothing manly. There's nothing gangster about putting your family in a situation where they have to protect themselves online because the way that you're conducting and running around these streets and moving around. Disrespect me, I'm all in. I'm good. Say what you want to say about me, but leave my kids out of this. Leave my mom out of this. So when I see that dudes don't protect their castle online, I can't imagine that you thought like that in the streets. There's no way. There's no way. I can't sit here and go, yo, there's no way he protected his castle in the street. That was a selfish dude out there. The way he was moving was selfish. And this is why his consequences was. Because if you can't protect your family online, say what you want to say about the kids. I don't care. But don't talk about my daughter ain't got nothing to do with this. My cousins ain't got nothing to do with this. My dead mother ain't got nothing to do with this. And that's where I think the game gets twisted. And to some of y'all, that's entertainment. That's entertainment when somebody does that. Yo, that's dope, man. Yo, that's not, there's nothing cool with that. You know it's not about being family orientated. It's about protecting your family. Now, if your family wasn't protecting each other, and maybe that's how your family roll, that's what you're doing. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I've been my own man since I was 17 years old. I've been a grown man. A lot of y'all dudes is working. A lot of dudes had jobs when they were 17, 18, 19. Working jobs, going to get an education. I was in the street. I was outside. When I say what you're saying is outside, is not outside. I was outside. Me and my boys was outside. When we was hustling to pay rent, to buy groceries, to pay light bills. It wasn't being goofy and laying on somebody's bed floor for 8-9 months and get kicked out. I gotta walk around with my draft bags and all that. It wasn't that type of time. We wanted to be independent. This is what came with it. Was Barbino Browns. Well, this is it, man. Because we gotta have these conversations, man. What's more important to you dudes, man? Gang or family, man? That's why the reason I'm having this conversation for, because I'm going, why dudes are having beef? And then when they get caught lacking, it's always his girl gets shot in the head by accident. They start shooting dudes, mom's got hit. Because y'all don't care about what y'all do. Y'all are reckless. Y'all are reckless. You don't care about nothing. You can have any, you know what I'm saying, top of the top. You can have any beef you want to have with anybody in the world, bro. But you slow that down. Like, you know what, man? It's personal between me and you, man. You know what I'm saying? When we see each other, it is what it is. And that's what happens, bro. Because dudes don't care. J Money Bags, because dudes, they look at it the way life looks at it, bro. You know what I'm saying? How they look at life. My mom's a piece of shit. She's been smoking crack all my life. My dad, I don't know who he is. I don't have no family. I don't care about nothing. So I don't care about what other dudes do, man. You gotta be very mindful of that, bro. There's a limit to this shit. When you post it, and the reason why I'm doing this for, man, because I seen a couple of things the last couple of days. I seen those Bullets got him, Queens flip. I seen Bullets pull up on 21st Street. He's tired of dudes saying he ain't outside. He young. You know, he's a little younger, so he has a complex. You know what I'm saying? He tired of dudes saying he ain't coming outside, right? So, you know, Queens Flip has a great platform, and he does a lot. He opens doors. He attempts to open doors to dudes, but a lot of you dudes, exactly. But have this talk in them comments. Y'all start that conversation in this chat. And so he got tired. He got tired of dudes saying he ain't pulling up and this, that, and the third. Now, this is disturbing. He's beefing with somebody online, right? Some dudes go, you know what, I'm tired of it. I'm going to your house, whatever the case may be. They go to the next door neighbor. The next door neighbor tells them who the family members is, who door to knock on. What does Bullets Gotti family have to do with what his online activities is? Now, what would have happened, right, if the people that knocked on the door was a little reckless? You know, like the guys that, when Minister robbed Fort Greene Projects, remember Minister and rest in peace Killer Ben's little brother, when they knocked on the door and started shooting through the door? Oh, that happens to people sometimes. Some people be under duress and they take a violation someplace else and they knock on the door and they start shooting. I know a couple of people that daughters got hit in the face. How about grandma? Good example. How about grandma from the south side, Jamaica, Queens? Her adopted son catches a blood and crip war on Rikers Island with some guys that's from across the tracks, allegedly. He up north for 25 years, right? You know what I'm saying? He up north for 25 years. That same crip allegedly put together a plot. Like, what? He think it's a game because you want to violate me? What happened? Allegedly, some young boy knocked on the door. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Knocked on the door. Anybody could have answered it. What's your family have to do with this? You up north coasting for 25 years. You decide that you want to be gang against dudes that's from your community. They're not from the Bronx. They're not from Staten Island. They're not from Connecticut. These guys are from right across the bridge, allegedly. And they shot his grandmother, man. I don't remember seeing 1,000 Bloods came from other areas ready to go crazy. I remember the homies out there, the police was out there, they was distraught and certain things happened to the B's and C's, you know, and that's what's happening in your community. But when you claiming a national game, what happened to the bus ride coming from from the boogie down? Yo, we gonna light it up. That didn't happen, man. And he has to live with the fact that the lady who adopted him, who took him out of, she was a great lady from what I heard. My man lived right across the street. I said, why the police always out here? And that lady in front of their house. Some gang niggas allegedly knocked the door, killed grandma. I'm like, that's crazy, bro. But there's a homie that's locked up for that. He GKB. He's crazy, but he got locked up not for that, but he was mad about that, and he went across the tracks and allegedly he stabbed like 6, 7 dudes up. Even though they might have been homies he stabbed that was over there, but he looked at it like whoever's in this courtyard gonna get stabbed. He got like 9 years for that shit. So you know what I'm talking about the super blood. They used to come through Fox all the time, dark skinned brother. He wilding out. He was walking around with the red flag, official. Like I ain't gonna front though. Out of all this crazy shit he did, he knew his history. You know what I'm saying? He started talking that da. Real dude. I seen him have a shootout. I seen him get busy and all that right there. Shout out to 118 and Sufton. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? He went across the tracks by himself, started stabbing some dudes up. So when do we start realizing that we have families, bro? When do you wake up, and even if you have a relationship with your family, when do you finally go, yo, I gotta protect my daughter, I gotta protect my son? How many times have we seen it? Somebody go somewhere and go, yo, be talking and be like, yo, where you from? Oh, I'm from Spanish Harlem. There's no honor in the streets. When dudes begin to realize that we have to stop looking at street dudes as being honorable. If there's no honor in the streets, then how can you be a street dude and have honor? You can't. You know what I'm saying? You survive in the streets. The streets is like a business. If you don't look at the streets as a business, then you're in the wrong game, bro. Whenever I play in the streets, I ain't playing the street to be the most honorable. I didn't play in the streets to have all the dignity in the world. I didn't play in the streets to be, you know what I'm saying? Only thing I knew is don't tell, don't steal from your mans, don't steal no packs that you can't pay back. You know what I'm saying? Don't pillow talk and don't have sex with your man, girl. Those are simple rules. It was really 4. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, you're not putting yourself in a situation where we go somewhere and we have to run because we don't have no beef. They get too much clout for? Because what you hear first, right? Yo, what you hear first? Definitely shout out to what you heard first, right? He said something the other day. Feed the wolf. That what you hear first is in the building. The streets is a place of business. And I think because they haven't said that for so many years, we began to believe that the streets is a place to hang out every day at the age of 45. For no reason at all, because I'm still a real one. I'm an OG. We began to create these weird narratives. Yo, I'm real because when I go to the corner store, a bunch of dudes 10 years younger than me, they embrace me. The streets is a place of business. There's people that sent their kids to Yale University off of certain corners. It's a business. There's dudes that we never seen their wives outside because they had to protect their El Caso. Right? You know what I'm saying? We began to slip up. We walk around with our kids on the corner. We open doors for dudes like Preacher and the rest of them to snatch our kids off the street and ask for ransoms because we became too public. We didn't look at the streets as business. We looked at the streets for everything, for who we are, self-esteem, who I be. How many, let me tell you, this is how I know who's who in this chat. How many dudes in your projects doesn't play by no rules at all? Exactly. All the dudes that's really the big homies in the hood are the dudes that's resourceful. You could be the big homie. You can be the big homie in your brain if you want to be. But the guy who got the cards, who got the pills, who got the powder, that's what the young boys is gonna go to. And if need be, these same young boys is gonna pop on you. Now it goes back to the Bullets Gotti situation, right? So then I guess he got tired of dudes going to his hood. So then he had to, put the same energy out there, right? And then he went, I guess, allegedly to a neighborhood where Queens Flip has ties to. I'm not going to say he lived there because I don't know. And, what I like what Queens Flip did was he realized, talking to Bino, salute the Bino, man. Yo, you off the bigger and better things, you know what I'm saying? You're off the bigger and better things, Flip. You want to go out there and do something crazy. Sometimes you don't even realize how these doors get open. pulling up and these skits that we do, and they watch this. I say demon time because I know, listen, I'm going to tell you something. What hurt you first is deep. With all the righteousness in the world, we knew simple things. If I kill him across the street, it's going to make the block hot. You got to be smart here. If he have a straight up, and he know, there might have been drug wars. But most of them little beefs happening in the projects really wasn't drug wars. When you see somebody get knocked off, a lot of dudes got knocked off at the club or leaving the club. Like Slick Rick and all these things that Slick Rick did in his time. You see what happened? He went to jail for clapping his cousin at the castle. You know what I'm saying? And what happened? His cousin was a grind bull and he wound up passing away anyway. Yeah, there's no rules of being evil. That's a fact. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? That's why you got to treat the streets like a business. You never put your family in harm's way. You never put you're supposed to protect your family, bro. I remember my good friend of mine used to tell me, see, everybody's not supposed to knock on your door. And he told me this wiffle ball days, because I would always wonder, we were all outside playing, and he'd be like, yo, I gotta go upstairs, I'll be right back. And he'd be like, yo, we can't come with you? And he'd be like, nah, my mom's be bugging. You know what I'm saying? And that was true. We would all be downstairs waiting while he go upstairs. That was for real. That was real time. And he stuck with that. You can't let everybody knock on your door because you don't know anything can happen. Now look what happened, right? Look at when you let anybody knock on your door. A lot of robberies happen because who knocks on the door? The familiar name, right? That's how you do it, right? But who is it? This is Black. Okay. Come here, stupid. So when you have a limited access to people knocking on your door, when somebody knock on the door, mommy don't go to the door. Why? Because we're not expecting nobody. We're not expecting nobody to knock on that door. Who at the door? I'm not going to the door. We're not expecting nobody. Whoever gonna come to this door is gonna become announced or with a key. There's no randoms on the door. I learned that from a lot of Puerto Ricans, bro. Not just from like Mochi them, bro. And this is why these houses never got robbed. I'm pretty sure dudes tried them knocking on the door. I'm not going to the door. My man says, see, stop letting dudes knock on your door. You wildin', bro. Because mommy get used to that and she'll just go to the door. And that's how dudes start shooting your door up. You have to get into that practice, bro. You have to get into that practice. Come on, man. And that's what I mean. What comes first? Being a real one, keeping it funky, or your family? Or your family. That thumbnail I put up is a picture of me and my family. Hell no. Nah. And then we have to wonder why. Why? Because when they sit in the house and somebody knock on that door that you don't know, no, don't go next to that door. You don't know who that is. So you're already disciplined with that. Should a family be responsible for one wrong in the street? That's what I mean about dudes separating family from reality. Once you play in them streets, you don't look at it as a business. You open all doors to everything. Now, if you go sit in the projects and you getting money, you decide to tell on all your good friends, you're not thinking about your family, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking about your family. When you decide to go kill somebody across the street from your mother building that's getting more money than you, that has a little bit of power, you're not thinking about your family. So, of course, anything that deals with emotion, your family gets caught up, bro. Your family gets caught up. It's the doors that we open. Do I think it's right that families get caught up? No, but a lot of these individuals, what they do is they do funny business, and then they run away and leave their families there. I know a bunch of dudes that had dudes knock on their mother's door. Yo, where your son at, man? He went up for 5 packs. And those are the dudes that we're talking about that don't care about their families being involved with the street thing, with the gang thing. This is why some guys, at some point, right? Somebody said something to me the other day, man. Shout out to What You Jacking, wherever he's at. What You Jacking podcast. Shout out to What You Jacking podcast. I know dudes, you know what I'm saying, that run off with a pack, bro. Cause dudes know where he live at. Knock on mommy's door. Yo, where your son at, man? Where my work at, bro? Like, yo, and then you sit there and you go, yo, why would he do that, man? Knowing his mother lived right here. His mother ain't got nothing to do with this. And then you have dudes that be sitting there politicking. And man, as twisted as it sounds, man. Yeah. They don't terrorize them. They just, if you telling somebody, but I know dudes that brothers don't told on people, and we don't care about the little brothers. Like, they chill, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like the little brothers begin to live in the shadow of, my brother's a rat. And then what happens to the little brothers, they jump out the window, you know what I'm saying? And they begin to do weird things for a little bit of change, you know what I'm saying? Because remember, there's nothing worse than living in the image of somebody who told on somebody on the block. There's nothing worse than that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could get away with, your brother stole a half a brick, when we catch him, we're gonna kill him. But because you know what I'm saying? When dudes, your peers, when they get mad at you, they gonna call you a rat because your brother's a rat. You gotta deal with all that. See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of times you deal with the disrespect of the OGs don't care, but your parents, man, shut up, man, your brother's a rat. So a lot of the dudes that have brothers that has told on people and stood in the streets, they had it a little harder. They had to be a little more awful. They had to cut a couple of more people. Just so, I gotta respect him. His brother might be a rat, but he cool. That's my man. We done seen that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Protect your castle. Protect your castle, man. And the reason why I'm saying that for, should paparazzi supposed be crucified for outpost thing? No, but he's gonna get it from his peers. The older cats don't care, but the younger cats, that's their way of messing with him. Your father's a rat. Your father's a rat. The older dudes really don't care. A lot of older dudes is fans of his pops. So they're like, oh my God, that's outpost son. You know what I'm saying? Salute, salute. You know what I'm saying? But it's just his peers. They're the ones that bother him with that. Because remember, his life always been in the street. You know what I'm saying? So he always, you know what I'm saying? So it's the OG. I told the old cats don't care. Like dudes my age, we don't care. But somebody his age, you care. And now you see when he argue with dudes who's coming at him. Them young cats, they crucify him with that. And with that being said, if you want to be in the public eye, you have to deal with that, bro. You have to understand that this is how people are, this is what people are gonna say. Yo, yeah, your father's a rat. Yo, your father's a rat. Yo, what? Your father's a rat. Because that's one thing that they know they can get under your skin with. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, but it's true, bro. That's why you have to be mindful of the things that you do. So that, not you, but just you do, so that your kids don't have to go through that, bro. So that your kids don't have to hear all that craziness, man. Yo, you know how many kids go to school, right? And you know in certain towns they put drug buses or who did this and that and that. And you got kids that pick on them like, yo, I just seen the newspaper and your father's in jail. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a deep thing. Yo, your father's in jail and boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, if you're gonna be in the streets, man, and you don't protect your family. Now, going back to what I said about Queen's Flip. So I seen Queen's Flip on Bullet Scotty's show yesterday. And I didn't jump in the chat. I just witnessed good history, man. Both men had to talk. See, they didn't have a real beef. That's what I mean. It wasn't a real beef. It was just back and forth. You make an opinion video, you make a reaction video, you say this, you say that. It just went overblown. You know what I'm saying? And Bullet Scotty being young, he felt he got tired. So y'all do it to me, I'm gonna do it to y'all. And they was able to see eye to eye in the situation, right? But the one point that sort of disappointed me in the Queen's Flip side was you were supposed to protect your castle, man. After what you're trying to do. You know, in my generation, when somebody went to your house, something violent happened to somebody. And somebody, see, nowadays, People go in front of people's houses to take pictures. I'm here. In my generation, when you heard somebody went to somebody's house, you heard what happened with Ding Ding and them, the Bronx Massacre. You heard about the AZ thing. Everybody got shot. A lot of people got shot in the face. You hear about somebody knocked on Killer Ben's door, killed his little brother. Nobody don't care how much money you get, man. Nobody care about the bag. Protect your castle. That's just an example. And this is legal money. This is YouTube. This ain't even the block money. Protect your castle, man. That's my take on this generation. Is the generation has too much technology, but they're so caught up. They're trying to bring the streets to technology, so they're not using their brains. They're not exactly. They're not taking life to the next level, because all they're doing is taking the block and bringing it online, and this is what they're doing. Because you know why? Because now they go online and then they see there's a bunch of guys that's beefing and hollering. Exactly. They beefing and hollering and they going back and forth, and yeah, this is all facts. And that happens. And even, you know what I'm saying? So we have to start telling them things. Like, you like playing with computers, why don't you take engineering? Why don't you take architect work, like playing with graphics? Yo, let me tell you something, man. As crazy as this sound, man, as crazy as they talk about the Decepticon era, a lot of those dudes went to graphic communications. Do you know graphic communications is one of the first schools that actually taught you how to do graphics and all this stuff in the computer era? So a lot of those Brooklyn cats that was D-Ceps that ain't get caught, a lot of those dudes did go to college and got good jobs. They might have worked for a company, might be only 3 blacks there, but a lot of dudes was able to get jobs. These high schools really was about what they said they was about. It was just you going to class and getting an education. That's what we got to do with the youth. Brooklyn Tech. My cousin went to Brooklyn Tech. He became a doctor. Stuyvesant High School. LaGuardia High School for Performing Arts. You know what I'm saying? So it's what we tell them, bro. We have to denounce certain things, man. We have to sit down and go, you know what, man? What means more to you, family or the gang, man? You know what I'm saying? If you think that if you think that the gang loves you, then you're losing your mind. You see it online, man. We see it online. This, that. Let me tell you something. You can tell the difference between California and New York, because they're born in it. West Coast, they're born in it. So to them, we're not going to see two bloods from the same hood going back and forth, and we doing this online, and we slandering, and we going. They're not doing that over there because they all know each other. They know each other's mama. They all, you know what I'm saying? We're here because we're not born in that. It's generation being born in that now, but there's a generation that wasn't. So now it's just dudes. I don't know what they're doing, but it's definitely not uplifting. What are we teaching the youth? How to be real, honorable street dudes? Is this what we're teaching the youth? Don't protect your family. Just be an honorable street dude. Say what you say and do what you do, right? How can you be an honorable street dude if you actually have to go to work for what they say the people that's oppressing you? Your cause, if your cause goes, you're here to fight against oppression, and you work for if you work for anything that deals with the oppressors, you're only playing with yourself and your mind. So stop confusing yourself and your kids. You can't say fuck the white man, but you work for the white man. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact, bro. Now, I'm gonna tell you, that's why I think a little different, right? Remember, when I first came to St. Louis, right? I had a company, right? But I didn't have insurance. As in my own insurance, physical insurance. I didn't have no insurance, you know what I'm saying? How you lead kids in life, you have to personally take them. You have to personally show them. You have to show them. If we don't have this kind, if you sit with a kid, don't waste your time. You got a little kid with you, like my son-in-law. I talked to him, I said, yo, I see your people's got mad cars over here, man. He young, boy. But yeah, I said, yo, you know there's money in fixing cars, right? He was like, money in fixing cars? Yeah. Oh, man, definitely if you become a legal mechanic, they get bread. You know what I'm saying? You get like, you know what I'm saying? For an hour worth of work, you might make $200-300 depending on what you're doing. He's like, what? But you have to go to school for that. Don't do the back door and just know the experience. Get the license, because in America you need a license. So he listened to me. I said, nah, because if you really become a real good mechanic, you can work for like BMW. Some of those mechanics is making 40, 50,000 a year, bro. You know what I mean? Seriously speaking. Definitely them high-end dealerships like Mercedes, BMW, Volvo, those European companies, it costs, because you know those car parts cost. So I said, just imagine you learn that trade with car parts. Nowadays, you can order car parts online for the low, and you can still charge somebody $800 to fix the engine in the shop, because it still be cheaper, bro. They definitely do, bro. And that's what we gotta tell the youth. We're not telling them that, but sitting there telling them how to be honorable street dudes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Be honorable to the block. Be honorable to this and that and that. This is what we're tricking them into believing. It's generational gangbanging, definitely in Chi-Town. Think about this, right? I seen something. Yeah, son. Get a license. Any license that you can go somewhere and you can, it's employment. This is the, yo, man. That's why I had to do this live this morning, because I'm like, yo, you know what? I talk a lot of gang videos, and I've realized that I have to have a medium here where we talk some gang talk, then we talk about reality. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the talk that we need to have. I want to ask you a question. Do you think I'm an honorable man because I sold crack and I never told on nobody? Do you believe that I have such? Do you believe that I deserve a badge of honor for that? Do you believe that I'm a real one because I've sold crack to my community for many years, to buy sneakers, to eat at the steakhouse? Does that make me honorable? Do I stand by something because I used to give packs to guys that was like 16 and 17 years old to make money for me, allegedly? Does that make me honorable? Does that make me a real one? Please tell me. I'm pretty sure Timothy Allen said something that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Does that make me honorable? Exactly. I could have did many other things, Brooklyn legend. I had a chance to get a job. No. I was not honorable. You know why? Because I had working papers. I could have got a job. I didn't have to poison my community. It became trendy. It became a trendy thing. Everybody in my crew didn't sell drugs. Everybody in my crew didn't rob. Everybody in my crew didn't kill. Exactly. Doesn't make me honorable at all. I just found a trait to make tax-free money. You know what I'm saying? What made me honorable? When I came home from jail and got a job. My cousin, my man D9, shout out to my man D9 from Brooklyn. I came home 9/7. My man Gigi, rest in peace Gigi, they told me, Zeke, you know what, it's time for you to get a job, man. And I went and got a job, bro. I went and got a job. That's when I became honorable. I became legally responsible for anything I had to do in life, bro. Right now, right? Look, going back to what I'm trying to tell you. So there's no honor, like I said, there's no honor. The streets is a business. We have to get out of that. We have to stop saying a guy is honorable because he was in jail for 10 years and he never cut nobody. He never signed in under nobody. That's not honorable. That's just a guy that learned how to survive under harsh conditions. I know dudes that did 20 years that stood out the mix. That never happened to them because they just minded their own business. And they went to Protestant services and they played this game. Came out in the streets and became the biggest gangster. You know what I'm saying? There's no honor. There's no honor. There's no honor in that. So because we're gonna say that, then the guy who killed son grandmother, that was an honorable move because two guys in jail get into a beef. So you go, you know what? Go knock on son's door allegedly. Go kill his grandmother. That's there's nothing honorable about that. That means that these guys that's in jail, they're not looking at the streets as a business. So they're beefing me. I don't care about that you live 5 blocks away. I don't care about that. Let's go gun for gun. I don't care that I left my family vulnerable for attack. But I'm a real nigga though. Nigga sitting in the yard right now and tell nigga I'm a real nigga though. So what he killed my grandmother? I'm a real nigga, son. What's honorable about that? They broke their castle, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? John Gotti lived in Howard Beach. Walked around all day. You see, you ever watch a John Gotti story? Dude killed his son. Dude walked around, riding around like it was sweet. You see, he popped up missing. That's a part. If you don't treat the streets like a business, then that's what happens. You start. Exactly, bro. I'm just keeping it away 100 with you. So when somebody go, yo, Zeke is not honorable, okay, bet. Where are you giving my honor at? Are you giving me my honor on my work tactics? Or you say I'm not honorable because I got a job every day and I want to protect my family and my family's image and I want to, and I need to stay alive. So that's the twisted mind of a lot of people. This is why you see what you see online, bro. This is what you see online. You know, I've used Bullis Gotti and Queen's Flip situation because anything could have happened. What I'm saying is Queen's Flip was on a higher level. He just said he signed the deal. He got big things going on. You don't put yourself in a situation where your family's at risk. You see what happened? Who kidnapped Rich Porter's brother? His uncle. You know what I'm saying? His uncle. It wasn't nigga dude from the block. It was his uncle. So what's honorable about the street? So if Rich Porter was moving a little better, we don't know. Maybe he'd be alive. We don't know. Dudes, they tried to make the streets this lifestyle. You don't win. So you're telling me it's honorable to sell crack to your friend's mother? That's real? That makes you a real one? A guy that you play tag with, a guy that you made to jump people with, that's honorable when his mother comes at 2 o'clock in the morning, gives her like 8 jumps, knowing that she didn't do something strange for a little bit of change to get the money to do that. You don't say, nah, I'm not selling to my man, mom. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't need validation from other unhonorable street niggas like me. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Because they keep it real. So my man, he sat in that wheelchair and he looked at me and said, Zeke, listen, man, this is what come with the game, man. How many families I destroyed selling this shit, man? So, I'm still here, man. He wasn't the target, but he got hit. I looked at him and said, yo, bro, gotta deal with the consequences. It's the consequences of my actions, bro. This is the streets. If I wasn't in the car with him, maybe that would have never happened. Definitely wasn't gonna happen because he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't that type of guy to be put in some of those situations. But he understood the damage that he caused in the community. He never told though, he stuck by the basic rules. Never told, never did this, never did that. You know what I'm saying? Boom. No honor. That's what they said, there's no honor amongst thieves. So how the hell? Now, what you just said right there. I like what you just said right there. That didn't deal with honor. That just dealt with remember I told you, when you come outside, no telling. So that's just the rule. You got two lines. I'm gonna tell or I'm not gonna tell. You know what I'm saying? So I just stuck to the rules. I can't tell on my friends. I just knew I couldn't tell on my friends. You wanna know why I couldn't tell on my friends? One, that's not what I do. And two, why I couldn't tell on my friends because my family live in the projects. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I have to be very mindful of what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna tell them anyway. I'm gonna do my jail time when I get to the bag. But I was just sticking to the simple rules. The first rules, because that's honorable what you just said right there. Let me do like when you say son, I'm not gonna sell crack to your sister. I seen dudes getting heads from dudes' sisters that they, you know what I'm saying? Yo, was shaking. I appreciate that, real, right? You know what I'm saying? There's no honor amongst thieves. Yeah, it's crazy. He said, yo, that's true though. That's true, MTB. I knew the streets as well. When they say tell us when he called the cop. I remember the honest truth, right? Nigga named Hosey, Crip from Albany. He caught a alleged robbery, right? He caught somebody. Boom, it was fair and square. Why the person he robbed calls the police on him like, yo, he robbed me for 100. He robbed me for some drugs. Who does that? So you tell me that's honorable? You know what I'm saying? I robbed you and called the police on you. So that's what I'm saying. We these titles, these narratives that we create, right? These titles that we create. So now you was honorable, Zeke, because you had some integrity because you didn't tell. No, it had nothing to do with none of that. What played the part to it was, now that's a true story. Dude called police on me. Was I just knew the rules when he came outside. I learned those rules a long time ago before I even sold drugs. Remember the basic when you with your friends? Don't tell them. If you're telling me, I'm going to beat you up, we're going to jump you. If you run, we're going to beat you up. Those are simple rules that mommy told you in the house. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring the police to my door. No, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. So we knew that because mommy wasn't playing the telling game. Remember, she told you when you first went outside, you go outside, don't tell your friends, don't bring the white man back to my door. I don't want BCW at my door. I don't want the school calling me. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. So for some of y'all, y'all really make a choice, man. This social media thing is crazy. When somebody can actually knock on your door, and you know, what's your mother got to do with this? What's your grandmother have to do with whatever you're doing or saying online? What they got to do with this? I don't care how much money. You can make millions of dollars on YouTube, bro. I don't care about you make $1 or 50 cents. You can be on Facebook doing nothing but talking crazy all day. But what do your mother have to do with this? What did Killer Ben's little brother have to do with what Minister did in Fort Greene Projects? What did he have to do with it? What did he have to do? You young boys. What did Grandma on the south side of Queens have to do with what something her son did? And I'm not throwing shots. I'm just telling you a reality. Something he had with some Crips from the neighborhood on Rikers Island. What that had to do with them guys knocking on her door, anybody answers, shoot. That had to do with that, man. So what's honorable about the streets? There's nothing honorable. And I start telling dudes, you think you're honorable, do something honorable. Take care of your family, protect your family. That's honorable. Casualties of war. You protect your family. Frontline, best believe you protect your family. How many dudes knock on your door randomly? Stop recycling crime. It's a fact. Stop recycling crime, man. Stop recycling crime, man. You see what's going on? They got a t-shirt talking about not from 63rd. Now, I'm going to tell you something about the not from 63rd t-shirts, right? I asked the OG that's from Chi-Town about. I said, yo, what that not 63rd thing? He said, nah, son, that's a block. Now, you might want to wear that any place else and get away with that. But if you go to Chicago with that, you might get clapped for just being a fan. You riding around downtown Chicago with I'm not from 63rd. That's serious with them. You could be an innocent fan and just get your head blown off because you got something that comes from years of warfare. So let's be mindful, man. Even Kevin Childs, all the money in the world, right? Not talking about all the money in the world. He can protect his mother from and the people in that house and what happened. He can protect his family from that. He couldn't go all the money in the world and his mom's died in the game that he's in over something that was over the game, bro. So let's be very mindful, man. We got to protect our castles. We have to protect our castles. You don't protect your castles, what's honorable about that? Nobody's supposed to be going online on you and they got your what's going on in your world, in your household, all online. That's not supposed to be going on. You supposed to separate the two no matter what you're doing online. Ain't got nothing to do with my loved ones. I remember I went through a little crazy, because not me, because protect your family, man. That's why I say with that. Now with the COVID thing, this is real talk, right? I had a moving situation I was doing these jobs, but I didn't have insurance. I come to St. Louis, I got 2 jobs. And this is what I mean about do the right thing will happen. A lot of you dudes that going through 8 jobs a year because y'all think that's what works for you. Well, me, I kept the same job. So what happened is one of the jobs I have, because I'm full-time, they hit me with the insurance card. Here, take this. Boom. I have good insurance. I have Aetna. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I started having this, every time I walk, I felt like I was getting sluggish. I think none of that shit. I'm like, nah, man, this ain't about nothing, man. And then I noticed how I get this weird heat spells. So I'm like, that ain't about nothing. Then I started getting this weird cough. I started coughing crazy and, and then I lost a sense of smell and taste. So I was like, yo, this is crazy. Yo, this is real. Now, I get tested for COVID. I get tested. His wife, shout out to wifey, man. She made sure that happened. J.E. Moneybags is on my back because my cough. See, what's wrong, man? Go get checked out. Go get checked out. Man, I'm like, nah, I got this. I think I got this. And sometimes we believe that we have this. I have insurance. Like, yo, you got insurance. Like, wife, yo. So she made, you know what I'm saying? But wifey made that happen. Shout out to Southern Belle, you know what I'm saying? West Side St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta have a good woman on your side, bro. Wifey, she set the appointment up. I got the swab, boom, COVID. This is the great thing about working 2 jobs over a year. I made the calls. I did my professionalism. Took me 10 minutes. I'm getting paid on both jobs for the next 2 weeks. To sit in the house and drink key and drink this. Now, if I was running around the streets playing psychological games and going through job to job, then I would have never been afforded that. Plus, I have insurance. So I'm secure. I'm good money. Make sure you're good out here, man. I did a couple of shows that may not even notice going through this COVID thing to give you content. But my symptoms are coming down. Like I can smell a little bit. I can smell, but this depends on what it is. It's the worst feeling in the world. I've drank more vitamin C than anything else. I've been drinking orange juice like Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. And that's why I say protect your castle. When you don't protect your castle, that we don't get good women in our corner. You have to protect your castle, man. I don't want a female I gotta take care of. Like I'm pretty sure my wife don't want a guy she gotta take care of. I don't want no female that I gotta take care of and she wanna be gang, and yeah, you my girl, but that's your homie over there, and he gets your hair done, and that's your homie over there, and he gets done. I'm not into that because most of these hood chicks that you mess with, they got 6 other guys online. So now you playing, it's no progression, it's party every night, and I wanna get high, and I don't wanna work, and I just want to be cool and it's okay and we going from floor to floor. I don't got time for that. Dudes are too old for that. You know what I'm saying? And some people ain't ready to be responsible. Oh, she was definitely. Shout out to Keisha and Lil Trey. I remember when he was born. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get with Lil Trey. I heard he do music. You know what I'm saying? I got a link with him. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got a link with him, man. Tell him, man. And this is what we doing, man. Now listen, we got so many people that has died from COVID. That didn't die from this thing, man. I ain't gonna front, my body was changing, bro. I was like, yo, what the? I can breathe good. I still got the cough, but the cough is gonna be gone. But you see what I'm saying? When you're not responsible and living responsible, then you don't have time to sit down. My rent, the rent is paid. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? The rent is paid, lights is paid. Exactly. So I understand, you know what I'm saying? When you have comfortability, right? Car notes paid, cables paid, everything is paid. That's when you have a responsible woman on your side. When you and your wife, but definitely have a responsible woman. Listen, man, I'm gonna keep away 100 with you. I don't control the finances. That's how real our relationship is. You have to trust somebody. If you're in a relationship and you love somebody, you gotta trust them. There's no, I hold my money, you hold your money. This is why I don't go through 8 jobs a year. This is why I don't have to run around here and look for help from DSS or any other. I'm gonna start playing crazy and popping pills to get a check because I refuse to work. We don't motivate like that. She controls the finances. That's real. This is a real household. This is not a fake household. This is a real household. I wake up and I don't have to worry about nothing. Not because she have to worry about nothing. You know why? Because I know me. I gotta trust somebody. That's one thing I learned from Attica. Dwayne Lucas. Good guy, man. He said, Zeke, man, the reason why you're not growing because you don't trust nobody. Because I wasn't used when that moving company thing was crazy because I didn't trust a lot of these dudes that was around me. You see, a lot of those dudes around me, but they turned out, you know what I'm saying? So he said, you don't trust nobody. And that stuck with me. Like, when you put yourself in a situation where you don't trust people, hell yeah. That's the best thing in the world, bro, Zay. Only thing I handle is my insurance card. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. That's why you deal with a female that was never in your world. That's why you never deal with a female that's in your world. And I'm not gonna say she wasn't in the street, but she's a different type of animal. She's just more responsible. She's just responsible, bro. If I mess with a female that's from the block, what comes out of that? I can't go, yo, here, take the bank card, go do this. She's gonna do something foolish, you know what I mean? Hell yeah, she control the bread, Fred. That's dope. That's dope. That's trust. And ever since I've done that trust thing, it's been working out for me, bro. And she stay on my dean, like boom, 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 no, keeping me on point. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Well, I do the dean thing. So I'm giving you a good example. So now I'm comfortable because if I had to go to the hospital, I have insurance. So instead of them keeping me in the lobby for 2-3 hours, okay, let's go get him some care, get him upstairs. I'm just happy I'm not at that level. This is what I mean by having a good woman. Now, some people might go, because like I said yesterday, I took a lot of content down. It's dope. You don't want a female that's online that's trying to protect your unhonorable image. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool, bro. Even with certain things that I may do, she may come to me and go, what are you doing? You went too far on that one. Like, she checks out the show sometimes. Yo, what are you doing, man? And then, a lot of times she had to remind me, like, you have to be mindful that we have some, we're on the same social networks. And I don't want people on my job going on your page seeing all that foolishness. You see what I'm saying? Because they'll start looking at me like I'm crazy. They go on your page and, yo, what to my mother, you this and you that, and like, huh? You know what I'm saying? So you have to be mindful. A lot of you dudes ain't mindful because y'all believe that that's honorable. That's not honorable. There's something called making content without being disrespectful. You can make gang content without being crazy. You say something somebody don't like it, come on my show and just you speak your mind. That's it. I don't have to say, yo, I don't have to try to bait you. That's what dudes do. I don't have to bait you. Do I think? Exactly. A lot of dudes haven't been successful because they haven't had a successful. They don't trust me. They don't trust themselves because what they think is honorable ain't honorable in real life. You know what I mean? That's deal. Like my man told me one day, right? Digger Blood. Shout out to Digger Blood. You know I got ready to get out of here. I got to go do the family thing. But shout out to Digger Blood, DB. We was talking one day, me and Digger Blood. See, your man to tell you the truth. A guy who say he love you, and that's why every time Digger ever asks you something, I always show him love, man. And I was on the south side of Queens one day, and that's why I seen him. He came on the last time before he got the new one. And actually he saved my life because Zoo Bang was going through something with somebody, and they had something crazy. He went to him when Digger came down. He said, yo, Zeke, what's up? Yo, Zeke Black. And we was kicking it, you know what I'm saying? One thing he said to me, man, he goes, yo, why when you be with your baby mamas and them, and you be in the caravan, you'll have her stop to get out to piece the homies. And I think, huh? I'm just showing my unconditional. Why you do that for, see? Like you said, I'm telling you as a friend, you look stupid doing that, bro. Miss Crackino, you be driving in the car and you'll have her stop to get out the car to piece the homies. You be looking stupid, like you're honoring them niggas. Having your family ain't got nothing to do what's going on in this corner. What would have happened? You get out the car one day to go piece them niggas and somebody shoot the corner up. And that was real, because in the real world, you think this is the real world, but this is the fake world. The real world, you go to work every day and got a family. What's wrong with you? And that stuck with me for a long time too, bro. Like, damn, DP is right, man. He said, just imagine you pull up doing an honorable thing. They go to homies. Yo, what's poppin', homie? Oh, like it. And then somebody shoot the corner up and your kids get hit. They're gonna be like, why was you there for? Zeke? No, now. I seen the homies out there with the show love. What's wrong with you, boy? You go to work every day. I wish I had a job. He said to me, I wish I had a job, man. I wish I was doing what you was doing. You go to work every day, bro. Come on, man. So I realized what I thought was honorable, it goes back to what I'm saying. It's not honorable. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Flow Boys, man. You know, I like talking about the throwbacks. I like being back to Lex Sav. Shout out to my man Julio Ortiz and all. I love talking about all that. But, you know, that's the street life is a business. And I think I was saying the wrong narrative. The street life, if you don't look at the streets as a business, then you're lost. Because while you outside having a good time of your life, sipping beer on the corner, doing nothing with your life, there's somebody's a loan shark, somebody's trying to run numbers, somebody got the gambling spot. Don't ever think somebody else is trying to get to the bag while you just a hood ornament. We call your dudes hood ornaments. Big salute, you know what I'm saying? It's real, man. So, you know, having a good woman on your side, we're getting through this, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny. But I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, right? I'm gonna tell you, yeah, that's what I'm doing, drinking something hot. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, right? Is that crime is a business. If you don't look at crime as a business, that's because you look at crime as a business for the government. No, crime is a business. If you don't look at crime as a business, then you are as crazy as they say you are. You know what I mean? Definitely. Yep. Yeah, you got one choice to make, in or out. There's nothing in the middle. There's nothing on the side. There's no, yo, I'm gonna play in the streets and then da. You can't. Why do you think what happens? What happens? Then one day you play in the streets, right? Then the police kick your doors open and find 4 guns. Then they take your wife in the leased car outside. Come on, man. You can't play. You got to pick and choose the side. If you don't look at streets as a business or never looked at it as a business, then you're just a fool. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I read those COVID stats every day. Like, damn, he died. Boom, boom, boom. 2 more died. I'm like, yo, I gotta get the people these Jews before anything happens. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? This shit is real, man. And I'm just happy to feel secure that I have insurance, that I have money that we have money in the household. That because 10 plus 10 equal 20. This is a virus. COVID is sponsored today. That's a fact. Definitely is. Get into with my man Mikey B. You know what I'm saying? Get into my man Mikey B, man. Mikey B got he got the curfew crew. Subscribe to him, man. Help him along, man. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to build good content. We don't have to be retarded. We could, we don't have to be disrespectful. But I think when we stop looking at the streets as a business, because we don't say that as blacks for some reason, we look at it as a business for the white men to lock us up. And I think that's where it got misconstrued at, because you got to think about it, right? And most of us that was older, the Spanish cats that was around, or whoever was around, right? They kids went to Catholic school. So obviously when they was hustling to treat the thing as the curfew crew. And they took it as a business. And they kids went to Catholic school, and some of them went to NYU, and some of them became CEOs, and some became... So we watched this. But how we looked at with them was, I don't know. When I hustled them about 20 pairs of sneakers because they were sending their kids physically to St. Francis or St. Anne's or Catholic schools, bro. Exactly, bro. That's why a lot of you dudes, before y'all want to become active in gang activity, have a meeting with your family, man. Yeah, I got COVID. Have a meeting with your family. You know what I'm saying? Have a meeting with your family. I had it for like 2 weeks, I think. But now it's like it's going down. Now it's going like a lot of the symptoms is going away. I can smell sometimes, I can't. But my body was like shutting down. It was crazy, man. You feel your body's like shutting down in a weird, and every time it just shuts down in a weird place. I couldn't breathe. I knew something was up because I would go up the stairs to catch my bus, and I was like, or those lives I was doing. Remember those couple of lives, the last lives I did when I was going to work? I would be breathing hard. I wasn't doing that before. So I'm like, am I walking fast to work? You know what I'm saying? And nah, man. I took that test and I found out. Boom, I said, oh, whew. But this is the crazy part about this. I had requested off Saturday and Sunday. And I had Monday and Tuesday off, right? So I didn't have 4 days off. So when I went Monday and took the test and they hit the swab and boom, they said I had it. They gave me to the 10th to go back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the 8th to go back. So I got like a 3-week vacation. But I feel it leaving my body though, because I'm doing all the right things. I'm drinking the tea, I'm getting the vitamin C, I'm getting a lot of rest. And it's serious though, man, because I'm seeing, because this to have something that you're reading that people are dying from, like, this is crazy. So I have to walk, I get my breathing pattern in right. And I know that even when they swab me and say I don't have it no more, I'm gonna have something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what it does. It eats on something. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. So I'm happy I have insurance so that I'll be able to fight that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole case in point, man. Secure yourself. Don't wait to go get Medicaid. If you ain't got a job, go get some Medicaid, man. Put yourself in a position of security. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. There's nothing wrong with that old dusty Puerto Rican. Exactly. You can't do both, exactly, bro. You lose your wife, bro. You can't do both. You can't, man. If you don't look at the streets as a business, then you already know what comes with that business. It's a dirty game. So eventually, if I'm on the block getting all this money, if I'm not trying to transfer this money into anything legal, it's gonna go all the way south. Why do you think a lot of dudes are investing in these rappers? That's their way out the hood, man. A lot of these money catchers, this rap stuff. So they're paying to plug them in with the plugins, and if it works, it works, man. So when we see these rap guys being investigated by the feds, a lot of times it's not them, it's the dudes that they're around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's the investors. The guys that lease the luxury cars in the video, the guys who buy you the $1 million chain in the fur coat because they're trying to create this image. The guy who's trying to have you on the scene. No, that be bugging me out too. Dudes that get, like I just said, police will kick your door and find 4 guns in a brick, and dudes won't go, yo, that's mine, man. She ain't got that. Dudes that have their wife do a 10 flat with them. Like, nah, man, you gotta suck that up. As I told you, the streets is a dirty game, man. Because they don't look at it as a business. So they look at it as honorable. We got to be real here. We got to have a sense of integrity. No, this is a business. There's nothing honorable about the streets. So listen, baby, I'm going to take all this. You go home and take care of the kids. That's like having a co-defendant going, yo, man, I'm going to tell on you because you can't go home. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. And he's... Yeah, bro. When you do anything real in life, there's an actual tax returns. In the United States of America, you need paperwork. Even if a moving company, you gotta have a certificate of insurance. Some people gotta have a compensation paper. Some people gotta be bonded just to move people in certain buildings to get certain type of contracts. So in America, you need paper. You need paperwork. A lot of y'all keep listening to integrity and let me read General Style Chicken 8 times from 48 Laws of Power. And I got this figured out. I'm going to manipulate this. You can't manipulate nothing. All you do is manipulating yourself because all you're going to do is let somebody play you. For a job that's going to pay $50 an hour, he going to give you 12. You think you're getting it because he got you supervising a bunch of other fools for 8. Your mans, your peers. Yeah, it's simple. I'm the supervisor. But he's getting a free $40 off for you. Use your brain, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta realize that what's reality and what's not reality. You dig what I'm saying? You feel me? One thing about life, right? A loser will always be a loser, man. You can clean a loser up. You can try to do all the right things, but a loser will always be a loser. And this is why losers lose, because losers don't know how to win. When you've been losing so long, you don't know how to win. Some dudes are just losers. A lot of losers ain't dudes that was honorable street niggas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the losers is a lot of legal beagles. They're just always losing. They don't know how to win. Because some dudes are just naturally born losers. You know what I'm saying? So we see that around here too. So just to touch on the naturally born losers, the naturally born losers come across as smart, cunning, a little humble. They beg a lot. And when they come across us, we feel sorry for them. But you can't feel sorry for a person that all they know how to do is lose. Even when they win, they lose. So we don't win trying to save losers. You gotta save yourself, save your family. A loser is a loser. Let's get that to our heads. We can't save a loser, man. You know, there's a bunch of losers on YouTube. We can't save all the losers, man. A loser will be a loser. A loser, I have you losing because they lose, man. Let's keep that in mind, man. Let's start being real with people. I tell dudes this all the time. Yo, I ain't gonna front, but you're a loser, my guy. You see, you always come out, you're a loser, but you always been losing. I never seen you win. Even when you win, you lose, bro. You know what I'm saying? So why would I dedicate any energy and time to a losing moment? You're a loser. A lot of guys see on YouTube, because that's what you see now. And then a lot of, what I'm saying is an example of the losers is the losers don't know how to win. Even when they think they won, they still lose. The whole object in life is to put yourself in a secure situation. Are y'all losers? When I see I'm losing in something, I transfer to something else. Even when I think I won, I do something else. I don't completely stay in the losing lane. Like I told you, I was doing the moving thing. Came to Missouri, had to get right, get insurance, gotta pay some taxes. I gotta do all the right things because you know what happened? Here go the loser mentality. By me not paying the payroll checks and me just paying people out my pocket, paying my baby, whatever my kids' situation out my pocket like a dick. My child support legally was adding up. So when I got these jobs, child support came like, I'm like, oh shit. So me and, one of my kids' mother, we had to go back to family court and she, we because I'm a good dad. And I take care of my daughter. My daughter's in college, sophomore, and it's being paid for. And we agreed on, she took all the arrears off. That's a win. But needless to say, I had to get out the loser bracket. You can't be a loser. You can't be a 60-year-old loser, bro. You can't be. So we have to start looking at the guys and just be honest. You're a loser, man. You don't know how to win. Your win is your loss. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a loser. I can't do the losing thing, man. I'm just trying to tell your kids that. No, one thing I used to say about the Spanish mothers was always making me laugh because they be the most, y'all know the Puerto Ricans, y'all know. You bring about the door, she be like, other than he's a loser, he's a bum. He said, yo, remember that? And like, mommy used to tell the future, because the people she used to say that about turned out to be losers and bums. This is no lie, bro. You know what I'm saying? You go to my man crib, my man girl start bugging, she'll talk that flashback. Other than he's a socio. He's Gasuna, I'm telling you. I don't trust him. She look at you like, I don't trust him. 30 years later, he was a dirty dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, man, some dudes it's just losers, man. And they don't know how to win, man. So you gotta tell the losers, it's okay. It's okay. You're just a loser, man. You don't know how to win. You might clean up here and there, get a win here. For every win, is 5 losses. That's a loser. It's just a loser, man. Experience, it's a fact. Mommy started talking that. And they knew, bro. And then what happens? When you get older, dudes is really losers. Like, yo, remember your mom used to say he was a bum? I tell you, this grown man told you. Remember that? Was yeah, son, I told you. Mommy knew he wasn't right. He started telling, he started smoking crack, he started robbing his mother. Let me tell you what's crazy, right? This is what I mean about unhonorable shit. This guy I met, they say he was the big blood. He was in a homeless shelter though, someplace. I'm not gonna say where he was at though, right? But he was the homie. He's from the ghost. The ghost town cheese. Can't tell you what hood he claimed. So now I meet his brother before I got to really meet him. His brother like, yo, fuck my brother. Nigga, he ain't right. Know what I'm saying? He did some foul shit to my pops. Blessed up, P. Dot. So I'm like, what happened? Yo, my brother was getting high. He relapsed and started getting high. And he had owed some young boys some money for some crack, one of them projects in the Bronx. Okay. So what he did was my father gets a check on the 1st. So what he did was he told the drug dealers that he owed money to. My father gets a check. So he could leave the door open, and then they could just go in and rob my pops for his check. So that's how you're going to pay them back. Now, how is this guy part of a gang that does that? The young boys did it. It went wrong. They killed his pops. But in the streets, that's the homie right there. Damn, DMX OD. He's in the hospital. Psh. Can't leave them drugs alone, man. That's unbelievable. That's a true story. Happened in the Bronx. And then when I see, they keep saying he the big homie. He a homie. He got status on them hoods. I'm like, oh man. Like, what you told me was honorable about that nigga? Because he didn't tell the young boys? That was that honorable? No, he kept it real. He ain't telling the young boys. He left the door before his pops to get killed. I don't care about him and his father relationship. So if he does to his pops, what the fuck he gonna do to you? You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Yeah, look at these dudes that salute. Damn, DMX may not make it, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn, DMX may not make it. You know what I'm saying? The drugs is a demon. The streets, like I said, if you don't look at the streets as a business, the streets is, like they said, there's no love, man. There's no love, man. If you don't look at the streets as a business, there's no love, man. I hope DMX don't pass away, man. You know what I'm saying? DMX, man. The God MC, man. The streets, this once he got addicted to them drugs, man, it just took over him, bro. It just took over him, man. He had an art, he had a craft, man. And he was an actor. He did a lot of things, man. They say he's in grave condition, you know what I'm saying? So for me to sit here and say I'm an honorable street dude, definitely not. I'm an honorable family man because that's more honorable. That's the real world. Was I an honorable street cat? There's only but so much dishonorable shit you could do in jail. You know what I'm saying? I ain't signing into nobody. I wasn't doing nothing strange in the bathroom for a little bit of change. I wasn't washing nobody's socks. I did, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing the basics. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't make me honorable. I'm just trying to get out of jail and mind my business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I remember I met DMX a couple of times, man. I remember talking to my cousin, hyper relation, Jeffrey Hard Passion. DMX was a good dude, man. A lot of love, a lot of energy, man. But that demon was on his back, man. That you know what I'm saying? The streets. If you ain't in business, bro, the demon was on your back, man. And that demon, you know what I'm saying? The gangs is a business. Because remember, gang paraphernalia is a yeah, definitely I seen it. The TMZ report. You know what I'm saying? That's tough, man. DMX, man. I remember I met him one time. I seen him again at the gas station in the bar. Like, oh, D, what's up? I didn't want to be like a groupie, though. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, DMX. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. He's like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, man, what up? We took a picture. But, yo, he's as real as they come, man. But them drugs, man. The drugs destroyed his family, man, because the drugs led to a lot of cheating, him not coming home, him wilding out, catching these cases, destroyed his household, man. Yep. He had us feeling his pain, man. So we felt his pain on the first 2 albums, so we understood what he was talking about. He came from where we came from, you know what I'm saying? We understood the struggle, man. You know what I'm saying? We knew what the streets was about, man. He was talking about what we went through, you know what I'm saying? See, that's the difference between the 90s. It's like, all the rappers wasn't on board, but like when Nas made Life's a Bitch and Then You Die, we felt that. We felt New York State of Mind. We felt that. We felt Memory Lane because we understood what Nas was talking about. We visualized Queensbridge projects and our projects like, damn, that's how it was, bro. We understood what One Love was. That's how it really was in the street, you know what I'm saying? We understood this, man. Like, yo, man, that's why we listen to that for. We understood Get At Me Dog. We understood Slipping. We understood that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, son. Club Speed was crazy. Shout out to DJ Mr. C. He was in that DJ, he was killing Speed. That's when those clubs was popping. Club Speed, Jimmy's Cafe on Fordham. The Cheetah Club or Cheddar Club was popping on the other side, you know what I'm saying? Definitely Hill Up DMX, you know what I'm saying? All that was popping. All that was popping, you know what I'm saying? Well, all those spots was popping. That was that DMX vibe, you know what I'm saying? You know, DMX helped in a lot of remixes that got a lot of dudes famous. You know what I'm saying? He helped in the famous Frontmaster Flex. I think it was him, Nori, and I think Fab was on it. It was, you know what I'm saying? Yep, Sue's Rendezvous. All those spots was popping. That was the era that DMX. He had the last great ever. When you went to Club Speed or you went to Cheetahs, Sue's, you know what I'm saying? The Wedge, exactly. The last good years in New York. The last good years. Where an honorable man was trying to become honorable men by investing in businesses. Dudes like, you know what, man, I can't keep eating off this shit. I gotta find me a rapper. I gotta invest in the studio. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? This is what dudes is doing, man. DMX, man. Shout out to the Locks, man. Shout out to the LOX, man. Shout out to my man Golf from Yonkers, man. You know, he ran with the LOX. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to DNY. Shout out to DNY. Because they really believed in him. Dame Grease, they really believed in him before Irv Gotti got to him. Irv Gotti. All those dudes believed the DMX, no matter how much craziness he was doing in the street, robbing dudes and getting high and all that craziness. They believed, they seen his talent, and his talent won. They brought Leon Cohen to the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? This is to my man. And the rest is history, man. The dog, get at me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, son. That be shout out to Swiss Beats, man. Swizzy, you know what I'm saying? You know, following that first album, on the first album, the only beat that Swiss Beats had on the album was Rough Riders Anthem. Look how opportunity presented itself. On DMX's first album, that was really Dame Grease and Irv Gotti and the rest of them. The only song that had Swiss Beats on it was Rough Riders Anthem. Now Swiss Beats is a multi-millionaire. That one opportunity you get. You know what I'm saying? DNR went from being an honorable street niggas to being unhonorable street niggas to honorable businessmen. And it took people and made them millionaires. Even like Eve. Eve had a show. She took it to the top, the Locks. They started getting their money right, you know, doing a lot of shows. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about the Locks. The Locks do mad shows. You know what I'm saying? They publishing might be twisted, but the LOX do mad shows. Don't let them fool you. Jada Kiss and them do mad shows, bro. I was going to Lock shows when they were singing Jiggy with it. Jiggy, you know what I'm saying? With the shiny suit ever, you know what I'm saying? They do mad shows, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Definitely shout out to my man DMX, man. Get in tune with Crowns TV. That was the era, bro. That was the ever. You pulling up they had a diner on the west side that dudes used to go to after the party. I think it was like by 34th Street. It was like in Hell's Kitchen. The diner that used to be over there by UPS. I know it's a diner right there in Hell's Kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody said a lot of people used to go there after the club and all that. You know what I'm saying? This is the last 5 years. This is when dudes was figuring out their next step. Yo, we got to start buying restaurants. You got to start investing in this. You have to start investing in that. So you speak about honor. You speak about that. Think about that. There's nothing honorable about killing, about killing somebody if over something that was senseless. There's nothing honorable about that. Like I told you, I know dudes that did 30 years in jail and never got punched in the face, chasing the yard and none of that. They just stood under the radar. There's nothing honorable about that. So that makes him a real one because nothing ever happened to him in jail. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes don't want to be in the mix. Some dudes just, I got to do my time and go home. I know a bunch of them dudes. My man right now, he just did 15 years. He didn't get a ticket. Actually, he made a merit board. You know, he did 10. No, he did 8. He made a merit board. He went back and stood out the radar. Made his merit board. So, y'all lose me with this. What's honorable? That's the fake reality of some of y'all. That's why y'all don't mind when people put your families on blast online. Or they put somebody weird information. Sees what's popping. Get in tune with her page. Sees the rigs. Y'all don't care about that. Because, again, a lot of you individuals been so unhonorable. You don't understand what honor is. You protect your El Casio. There's two things in the world. Poppy told me when I was a kid, man. So that's why I got the head of the DeVoe hat on, man. He said, listen, man. You never flip on your friends for your enemies. And you never believe in a loser. Because if you believe in a loser, you will lose. And I used to give losers chances. But he right. You deal with losers, you lose. So with that being said, man, I'm doing great. My health is great. I'm fighting this thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm on day 10, you know what I'm saying? I know because my body's sort of switching up. I gotta get some fresh air. I'm in the house, me and wife, we quarantining. And I still gave you some content, man. I still find something to give you content. So some of you dudes that I spoke to, like Killer Blood and the rest of them on the phone, yeah, son. I can't play chess with my family, bro. I remember that, man. My man used to say, Zeke, man, when you close your door, you should know who knocked on your door. I don't understand when I watch these movies and I go, wait a minute, how the hell did they knock on the door? They ain't breaking through the back window. Dudes knocking on the door. Yo, who is this? This is Pete. That's not supposed to happen, see? Dudes are supposed to come announce. There's no unannounced visits. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to J Money, man, for the BX, the other one from Soundview and all that. Castle Hill in the building, you heard? Sometimes we just gotta be real. We gotta keep it funky, you know what I'm saying? Can't forget about my man Hassan Campbell, you know, Bronx River, you heard, the BX Bell, Bronx River, you heard? You know, we come from those confines, man, and what we think is honorable is very, very unhonorable. What's integrity? What's integrity? Me making sure that you got a box of rice and some summer sausage sent to the other side of the jail, that's integrity? But you made it so dope to your friends' moms, and that's real nigga time? As I told you, some losers, once they realize that they losing, they become winners, bro. If I can't lose at something too long before I have to go, you know what, I'm losing, let me go over here. But some dudes are just losers. They're going to stick with losing. Definitely appreciate that. Some people are going to stick with losing because that's all they know. If I know I'm losing at something, like if I play baseball and I keep striking out at these curveballs, I'm going to stop swinging at curveballs. I'm going to go for the fastballs. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? But you got some dudes that's just pure losers. I'm still swing at the curveball. I'm still gonna go for it. I might get a home run here and there, but I'm still gonna definitely appreciate it. And I'm definitely gonna get a home run here, but I'm still a loser because for every home run, I might have 1,000 strikeouts. We can't play that way. You can't play that way in a relationship. What do you think? I'm gonna be a pure loser and have a wife? I'm gonna leave the responsibility on my wife to take care of all the bills, Southern Belle? Am I gonna leave because I want to be a loser and keep playing games? Some niggas is just plain losers. They just losers, man. And you can hear when the losers speak. They can sound so intelligent. They can have the cleanest garments on. They can have their nails done. But you look at the track record and go, damn, son, but you just really been losing, bro. You just really a loser. You might have had a couple of home runs, but you're still striking out to that curveball, bro. Don't you think you should try something else? No, losers stay stagnated in losing. That's what Joel Santana just told you. From the book of Proverbs, from the Zeke Black Incorporated collection, page 40. You know what I'm saying? A loser will just completely and you just gotta watch the track record. Wait a minute, but overall you're a loser. You get a couple of home runs, but you're a loser. So why am I even? I'm not gonna. All you gonna do is train me to lose. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Now, if I catch exactly, if I'm swinging at that curve and they keep striking out, I'm gonna stop swinging at the curve. Hold on, I got a couple of home runs, but overall they're gonna send me to the minor leagues. So let me stop swinging. You know what I'm saying? So let me start swinging at that fastball, because that's my swing. That's my hit. When you hit that fastball, okay, that's my swing. That's my win right there. That's what winners do. Winners are able to change it up. Winners are able to switch it up. That's what winners do, man. You remember that, man. How long you gonna lose, man? We're too old to be losing. I'm 47 years old. I'm a loser. I have a girl. She's gonna leave me. I'm gonna be sleeping in front of somebody's hotel on the floor. I'm gonna be on the floor in front of somebody's church with a cardboard box. Exactly. Salute, J Cash. I'm gonna be on the floor sleeping in somebody's eating out of somebody's garbage can, begging people for money. I'm a can outside begging people for money, making people try to get people to understand why am I such a loser. Please, let me hold. I need this because I need to eat because I'm a loser, and because I keep losing, it's everybody's fault in the world. We don't do that. Bendito. Some people are just losers, and when losers speak, you have to go. You know what, man? You're a loser, man. You're not a winner. I'll follow you. I look at your track record. You got a couple of good home runs, but at the end of the day, you're a loser. Winners continue to win. Remember that. Remember what I just said, man. Stop swinging at that curveball knowing that you can't hit. That's insanity. That's what you call insanity, doing the same thing and getting the same result. Doing the same thing and getting the same result. Mark Rodriguez, Bendito. Shout out to East Harlem, man. Shout out to Castle Hill, man. Give me a Joel Santana. Swinging at the same ball, getting the same result, striking out. It's the same thing as me selling drugs, going to jail, going right back to the same corner, get caught, do the same thing. That is insanity. That's insanity, bro. Hit on the nose. Exactly. That's what winners want to, losers want to do. But if you got something going on, they want to attach themselves to you. They want to attach to you. And since they losers, you begin to lose. Because they don't know how to win. Definitely, bro. That's what they do. Losers is have you in shootouts, beefs, internet beefs, all type. Because losers don't know how to. Losers, they just know you got the bags. You're like, oh my God, why if I didn't have this luggage. So you gotta be honest with certain people, man. You gotta go, you know what, man? Yeah. Now, actually got it. Yeah, definitely. Salute to you. I miss you too. You know what I'm saying? What? Losers are gonna be losers, man. Losers are gonna be losers. And we gotta be honest with the losers, man. You see, I did these lives under these, and I'm saying definitely, leech mods, a bunch of them. And when they can't leech losers, they become the victim, right? When they can't leech no more, they become the victim. Everybody's doing this to me, and they doing that to me, and they do this. It's what losers do. It's what losers do. When they can't help you lose, they begin to tell their story with their little cup. The donation cup. How you doing in front of the church? In front of the subway station with the dirty pants on? Excuses, exactly. They sit in front of the church. They sit in front of the thing, and because of this is why this is like this, and he did that to me. And it's what losers do. It's what they do. The main part, the main component of a loser is a couple of y'all just said it, the victim. They all become victim of their own circumstances. You losers need to kill yourselves. No, I'm sorry for saying that. You losers need to find a land for losers, because I'm tired of looking at losers. A lot of y'all, it's crazy, man. It's a land of losers out there. They all become victims. Oh, it's not me, it's them. Nah, Scheme really ain't a loser, man. I actually like Scheme. Scheme is just crazy. But Scheme ain't a loser. He's all right. You know what I'm saying? He fights his battles, man. Yo, he fights his battles. He fights his battles. I give Scheme credit, man. He fights his battles, man. You know, he gets on here and he do what he do, man. And you know, want them to say, you know, he just protects himself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But he's not a loser. Why? Because he finds a way to keep winning. He found the way to win. Out of all the backlash he go through, he's found a way to get the turn just talking crazy all day to people are now just sending him all type of bread. You know what I'm saying? So he's winning. He found the way to win. Because other than him talking crazy a lot, now he's transitioned to making better content. That's what everybody that people listen to, bro. People actually grew with him in this channel. It's crazy to sound. You know what I'm saying? Pray for DMX. But there's other channels that we see that got a bunch of losers. And sometimes we got to remind, because the losers, their last resort is the donation cup and the I'm the victim. Those are the two components. Those are the last. I'm letting you know, let your kids know that. The loser is always the victim. So you let your kids know what to stay away from. The victim. Everybody hates them. They do a lot of gossiping, but they're the ones that gossip, but they always claim somebody's talking about them, but it's really them. You know what I'm saying? And they got the donation cup out, the begging. This is where the begging come at. You know what I'm saying? They hit you with the victim shit, so you feel sorry. Oh, okay, boom. You losers, y'all losers, bro. Exactly. I told you. Y'all keep swinging at the same curveball. You might get a couple of home runs, but y'all got more strikeouts than home runs because they keep swinging at that curveball. That's insanity. So why, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You already know the whiny voice, you know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to everything in the 518, man. My man Demons and all them Locked Arms, Lex, Love Squad. Shout out to my man Shine Outlaw, man. You know what I'm saying? He had a great time. Him and Whitefield, he was in the Virginia Beach area at the time of their life, man. He's just chilling, just doing what grown folks do, man. There's definitely, you go to DMX's page, go support him, man. Send them prayers up. You know what I'm saying? Love you too, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing, man. We're becoming honorable men now. Honorable men now. Exactly. We're becoming honorable men now. Now, do you have honorable street guys? If you look at the streets as a business, and you're not looking at it as a way to validate who you are, whatever the case may be, it's what you do with your money, what makes you honorable. Money in the sneaker box and money getting interest in the bank is two different things. Get in tune with that Bicon stuff. A lot of y'all got Cash App. Y'all can invest in this stuff online and do some research on it. Look at the newspaper, read it down. There's so much information out there. The George Floyd, we see what's going on. So people in Minnesota versus George Floyd at this point. His character, okay. They're trying to paint a picture of the black man that's addicted to opiates that, you know what I'm saying? Losers stay losing. Y'all can sit there and go, damn, man, you right, man. I know dudes are losing all their life. And they come around with excuses, and they look crazy, and they always got a crazy story, and they mad at the world. Exactly. They don't want to do nothing. And this is they do. They put the begging cup out there, bendito. Now I have to go I gotta get my lungs together and walk around in some fresh air, you know what I'm saying? I hope, take care of yourselves, man. Maybe wear your mask, put the gloves on. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself, man. Get the Lysol spray. You feel something weird with your body, go hit up Walgreens or whatever the place, you know what I'm saying? Make sure your health is first. Don't wait till the last minute to take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Hit it on the nose, man. That's what losers do. So definitely when we recognize a loser in the streets or online, we remind them. Exactly. But not me, man. I got a whole lot to live for. I got a son about to graduate high school, a daughter who's about to be a junior in college tomorrow. Now I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? My physicalities is perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you, my body was changing, man. So I would tell some of you guys, if you feel your body is changing, that's why it's good to have a job. Call your job, get the right due diligence is done so you get paid for your time out and you get time to relax, get your body together, man. And just know that you have to be more mindful of what you're around, what you're touching, because you got this weird disease. I'm definitely gonna get the vaccine though. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a wake-up call for me. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what it's about, man. They legalized marijuana in New York State. Find out what you need to do to get in tune with that. How can you get into that marijuana bag in New York State? Now that they legalized, I know a bunch of dudes that's into that game. You know what I'm saying? And there's a bunch of dudes that I'm about to block them in. There's a bunch of dudes that I'm about to get blocked in that game. Yeah. I know. I know what's going on. You think I don't know what's going on? I'm gonna show you how. I'm gonna show you, but then not tell you. A loser is a loser. Your loser is a loser. What you think? I'm gonna introduce you to somebody, and you're just gonna you're what you think? Yeah, exactly. And I know dudes that got that accent. Yeah, wear that mask, man. Wear that mask, man. Just wear that mask, man. Take care of yourselves, man. Wear that mask, man. I'm 47. I'm lucky that I didn't hit the back. I didn't get the stage 3 thing where I'm sitting in the ventilators and all that, man. I'm happy I never had diabetes and all that other hypertension and high cholesterol. I'm just happy, man. But it happens. So for all you that have those and you feel your body changing, go get tested. You know what? Just go get tested anyway, bro. It's a swab. Don't be scared to hear results. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, Jay Moneybag. You thought about that? What? That's not bad, cause you know that 20,000 is gonna be like the taxi limousine. Hell yeah. Best over 40, man. Take the time out. Take 5 minutes to do it. Don't wait till you have a weird cough or you throwing up something or you have a, you know what I'm saying? Then you go, oh, let me go check this out. So with that being said, man, I love my wife. I love my kids. I love, Southern Belle wifey. Hell yeah, I was scared, man. Got people dying from this every day, man. And I was, when my body felt like it was like, the fatigue part, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I thought I was gonna die, man. I really felt like I was dying, bro. When I would go walk up them stairs, I said, damn, son, I'm gonna die to this shit, bro. And I just kept going to work. I went to work a couple of times. Got them days off, man, and I was just scared, man. I really was scared, man. I thought I was gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, son, these people dying from this, man. I got this weird fatigue. I'm breathing hard. They're saying, yo, I'm Googling, chest breathing. I said, oh, Lord. Because I know one thing, that when they hit the lungs, they give you like pneumonia. So I'm checking my temperature. I'm going everywhere. Check my temperature. Okay, what is it, 96? Woo. You know what I'm saying? I was like, woo. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just happy that I never hit that. My temperature, the highest my temperature got was 97. If it hit 100, son, I'll probably be on my way out of here, man. Definitely shout out to the Queen of Detroit in the building, man. So get it checked out, man. I really thought I was gonna die. I ain't gonna front though. I may not show it because I did it like 3-4 lives, but you might have heard the coughing in some of those lives and all that. You know what I'm saying? I might have heard that, but I had to give y'all the information, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I don't come on here. I'm not a loser, so I don't come with the losing cup out. I don't do that because I'm not a loser. I do it for the people, man. You know what I'm saying? I do it for the people. You know what I'm saying? If you choose to donate to the cup, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. Get in tune with J.E. Moneybags, man. He's into real estate. These are those conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I gotta hold hands. I gotta get the breathing together. And it's a new day, man. I appreciate wifey. You know what I'm saying? She's hanging in here with me. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely felt like last week a change in my body, man. And now, like, since it's calming down, I feel the difference. It was crazy. So I'm like, yo, that's crazy, man. Like, you really feel it. You feel the congestion. You feel all this. I'm drinking orange juice, like 40 ounces, bro. You hear me? So please, if y'all have time, man, go and get a swab. If you feel a cough or sneeze, something, because we got more people in society, man. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? See, hit J.E. Moneybags. J.E., put your IG. My IG is Zeke Black Feed the Wolves. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to East Harlem. My man John Doe, he has a new song out, John Doe, Hilltop Music Group. Get in tune with that. He got a new song. My man 5 Footer, he's running around with the rapper Ricky Batts. He got an artist called LNS. They doing their thing. Check out all the content I just put up with, Shaquelle, Killer, Demus, You know, it's OG Street guys that I kick it with, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing but love. Yo, the Mikey B, my take on the Mikey B thing. Like I said, man, yo, just Zoom, salute to the 499 drop, you know what I'm saying? I Definitely shout out to my cousin Passion, man. You know what I'm saying? My inspiration in life. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Passion, Jeff Hart. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kappa Alpha Road. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Kappa Alpha Psi. You know what I'm saying? Kappa Road. Right? The fraternities, the Zetas, my cousins, other cousins, the Zeta, the Deltas, my other cousins, the Delta. No, so salute to the frats that's in my family. They're doing positive things for the community. You know what I'm saying? Can't forget about the frats. You know what I'm saying? My man Kim Booha, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Kim Boo, man. My man the cop, you know what I'm saying? My man Mr. Johnson. Definitely gotta stay healthy, man. That's what I'm doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't switch up. We good money. Yeah, I would say this is great, man. Having these great conversations. I love having these conversations with y'all. So with that being said, me and wife, we gotta do the breathing thing outside. We gotta get some fresh air and breathe. We'll get into it y'all later, man. Today's Saturday. Yo, get that Amazon Prime, man. They got this movie about the Germans and I seen the Newcomer to America on Amazon Prime. That shit is dope. The Newcomer to America was dope. That was dope. Me and wife, we watched this quarantining. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I'm drinking a lot of tea. J.E. Moneyback me onto the lemon game. I got the lemons popping with the tea. See, you meet good people in here. We have good conversations in here because we're not losers. I'd rather you give me a jewel than a donation because sometimes a jewel will keep you alive, right? I got the lemon in the cup. Yeah? Hell yeah. HBO Max, you know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to all those that's doing the right thing, all the positive brothers, man. You know, you're about to open this country back up again and start getting certificates. You can get these jobs, man. There's nothing wrong with working in the hospital in the dietary. You got Albany Med, you got St. Peter's, you got a couple of spots. You can get these jobs, man. Hospitals are definitely hiring. Become a nurse or RN or even a technician or something, X-ray technician. They got other jobs, man. You didn't have to be. Get in and then make your moves. Shout out to my man Taz Blood. Taz Blood, supposed to the days he got work at Sony. I'm like, what? That's dope. My other little man. Hell yeah. My other little man, he was working for St. Rose University. And I never knew this. If you work for certain colleges, if you work there for a matter of time, they actually give you or some of your family members a free education. I never knew that. And I also never knew if you work for the airport that you get like free airline tickets for your family moving around if you actually work for like these airlines. So why don't some of y'all try doing that, working for TSA or airlines that don't have no felonies. You know what I'm saying? You gotta become a cop, you can work for the airport. You know what I'm saying? There's other things to do, you know what I'm saying? There's jobs we can get, you know what I'm saying? Salute, what's poppino? There's Julio Ortiz in the building, what's popping? It's Papino, yeah. There's other things you can do, man. There's so many jobs, man, and let's get in tune with these jobs. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, get something that's gonna have a pension. Something that's if you ain't trying to have your own company, that's you to fulfill to do 24 hours a day. Then get a job. You can do things on the side, but you can have your main job where you get your benefits. Because when you get to 70 years old, man, it gets real. Your insurance only is gonna pay for basic needs. You're gonna need money to stay in the old folks home. You see somebody stay in them old folks home after 90 days. I learned this with Pop do. It wasn't $400 a day. That's the spot he was at. Who knows the more luxury spots? So you see people that's tucking their kids away in these old folks homes. They paying bread to keep them away. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, that's why a lot of people when they get sick, they rather stay home because their insurance will pay for the nurse and everything else. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to stay in them spots, some of them spots, you pay out your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You guys, you know what I mean? So with that being said, man, hell yeah. So you have to start getting in tune with that. Don't wait till the last minute after playing the boss for the last 40 years that you ain't have all that. Then you start getting that old timers and everything else that come with it. Oh man, I forgot the name of it, man. Somebody said it yesterday. I have to get the name of it, but it's on. If you see it, it's Japan and Nazis. It's dope. Japan and Nazis had Japan and Nazis won the war. You could Google it. Know what I'm saying? If Japan and Nazis, you know what I'm saying? Japan and the Nazis won the war. What the world like? What the United States would look like? You could Google it. It'll come up if you Google it. Boom. But it's on Amazon Prime. When you put it, the name will come up. It's beautiful, man. After a while, wifey thought she was a German. I'm like, that's all I laughed. He said, I'm like, I'm a German right now. I'm watching this Germans. I'm watching the Germans all day. I said, see, you thought it was whack after the 30th. She seen like 30 episodes. He was binging. So with that being said, man, it's a lovely thing that happens with quarantine, and man, you get to do family things and have a good time and good talk. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the kids. Tell them that get licenses. You can do this and do that. Licenses and, you know what I'm saying? Promote stuff in their head to make them think other than video games. You know what I'm saying? And rap music and, you know, gang shit. Because no, the gangs that left the streets, the gangs are online. So you ain't even got to go outside to get gang. Just go online. Okay, I go on Facebook. Oh, okay, I go to homies. Okay, let me go on YouTube. Oh, they talking their shit. Let me go on Facebook. Oh, man, the flicks. The gang done left the corners and went online now. So now you have to get in their heads and think about something else, distract them. You know what I'm saying? So definitely stay safe. With that being said, me and wife, we got to get out, get some fresh air in this fresh country, in this fresh land of ours in St. Louis. Definitely salute. Yeah, she says a salute back to you. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, I'm going to see you later. Remember, a loser will always be a loser. He might get a couple of wins, but the ending outcome is losing. Some people have been losing so long, that's all they know. With that being said, peace.